Okay, I just want to finish up a few things here about methods. This was in our method notes. This is just kind of some basic stuff. We had made an insult method, insult person, and then an add method. And so just with these headings, um, you'll always start public static when you make a new method. And then this word here, the third word, is going to be what is returned. So in the add one, we returned an int, which represented the sum of A and B. And then in the insult method, we just printed out stuff and didn't return anything. So that's called void. Basically, you're not going to return anything. Okay, and then when you call them, you use the name each time, like insult, insult person, or add. Use that name of the method. But the difference is when it's returned, you're usually going to store it. So like if you look at insult or insult person, there's no like equals insult method because nothing is returned by the insult method. Okay, versus the add method returns an int, so we usually want to do something with that, in which case, this case, we're going to store it with result. Okay, and so again, you kind of have input and output. So like the add method has two inputs here, and it returns an output of an int. Okay, and we've done this a little bit before, actually. So if you remember doing math dot, right, we did a bunch of methods, one of which was called pow. And so you can actually see here in this description, pow takes in two doubles. Okay, and actually this is the return type here is a double. So that's just a method called pow. And then we pass in a base like 2 and an exponent like 5 or something. All right, so somewhere there's a code that someone wrote a method for pow, right? It has some instructions for how to do pow. And then it must take in two doubles right here. Okay, and then we just store it. So we could do double answer equals math.pow, whatever, right? So this would call the pow method, do these calculations, then store it in answer. And then we can do whatever with answer. We can print it out or something like that is what we would usually do. Okay, so this is getting pretty deep in the weeds here, but basically like the difference between like the add and my pow method here is the add method exists inside of this file. All right, so we don't need the math part. So since add is right here, it can find add right there versus the pow method is not in this little Java file, this .java. So that's why we have to use math. Math is the name of where it's found. So we're gonna go to that program called math and use a method called pow. Okay, so that's why these look a little bit different. The add versus math.pow is the pow exists outside of this file, so we have to use its name right there. All right, I think that's it. Thank you for watching this second part. Have a good day.